Hello, it's Liana here. I know it's been life, right? I can't really, my allergies are one is acting out really bad. And then two, my wrist is still hurting me from what I told you about not too long ago with my swim lessons. A kid bit twisted my wrist and my forearm. I still have somewhat a bruise right here. And so, it's about the same with how I'm doing. I can't stop working because I have no financial support really. So like I still need to like do what I have to do in order to support myself and still work. And I'm also a lifeguard at a water park, which is uniquely. And I'm on medical hold now, personal medical, because of my injury with the kid. So like I'm on hold for my contract. If you didn't know, or if you are new watching this, I'll be working as a restaurant steward on Pride of America. And I feel like I was just about to get going with my contract and everything, and then now this happened. And so like I've been kind of mad. The thing that I always struggle with, the thing that is a problem is that with kids who are like saying, I don't want to do this, and fighting and everything and throwing tantrums and stuff. And it's just like, they're still forcing their child to swim. And then I got injured. And so like, it's just like, there's nothing too good. Like, I know that it is important to teach your child how to swim, but you're also putting in danger and safety. Hold up. Okay. As we were speaking, I was handling my MRI order to my adjuster and things like that. So like I could get treatment if I needed, and so like I could get healed. My goal for that is to still be leaving in July, hopefully, where I could complete everything. It's not broken because I'm still able to hold it, but it's just like I can't have pain pressuring down on it. So it could be like some ligament issues or something like that. But other than that, the direction of this channel, I've been kind of like back and forth. I think I'm gonna still keep my lifestyle, like work life type thing. Because generally when I'm on the ship, that's pretty much gonna be like my thing. I'm not gonna go into real detail of like that, just me, my life on the ship. I'm still gonna be doing schooling and stuff, so like everything of that nature. I need to about go out for a minute. I'm sorry, it's not attractive at all. But I don't know. I think because like I see that like my subscriber count is going down, and I feel like I'm struggling and being bad at what I'm doing. But the last thing that I want to do is do something really embarrassing and not cultural for me, and not just who I'm not. And so like I want to be authentic as I can with what I'm sharing, but also with certain things I want to keep for my privacy and things like that. So I really don't want to force anything that is not really good, right? Like, yes, I want being monetized. Yes, I want to eventually, do all the good perks. But what I'm really worried about is my career and job. YouTube is not a good, stable job, in my opinion, to be dependent on. Because even with me being a small creator, very small creator, and trying to grow my platform, it's very hard because like instead of growing, you see declining. And you having these fucking influencers that saying that they have a small channel, but they have like 300,000 subscribers, and they are monetized, So it's really like dumbfounding that, and insulting in a sense as well too, where, for me, and there's others as well too in my position where, you could do but so much with what money that you can have, and you're not flashing your lifestyle. And so like you don't want to ever want to come to that point as well too, because then people are going to be like, oh, I missed the authenticity that you had when you were less than 500 subscribers, blah 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 blah, and this and that. So it's really like, for me, I don't want to ever share like I had a good life, or like I had, things like that, and I'm not wanting YouTube to be my full-time job. That is never my sole purpose. My sole purpose is to start a business where I can, like, I don't know. I really am struggling with what I want to do with a business, but I really just want to be promoting like positivity and being yourself, and just being that you don't need a lot to be successful. And then it starts off of what you want and what makes you happy, right? Because people in my life are telling me that, being a lifeguard isn't going to make you happy, isn't going to make you money, And so like, but the whole purpose is that I'm able to help somebody, that's my goal in my career, is to help somebody's life. I don't want to be a nurse. I don't want to be a doctor, I don't want to work in a hospital, but, with the environment of working in theme parks and stuff, that's like the route that I want to do as well. After my first contract, I thought I wanted to do Disney, which I may still later on in my career, but I think that I want to work at their water park, Norwegian's water park, to be specifically, on their private island. And then of course, me having water park experience, that would be it won't be as hard as a transition. And then I want to, after my probation, once you get on the ship, you're going to be on a 90-day probation. And then after that probation, I think you're eligible to like switch if you want to, or I don't know how that works, But my goal is to transfer to lifeguarding when I'm on board, because I would already have my deep guard certification and things like that before I leave, because I'm planning to retake my deep guard tests at my water park, because it's easier than the YMCA. So like it's easier to be a deep guard at a water park than it is at a local gym or whatever, in my opinion. I don't know, but it's really, with the Red Cross is really I understand like with the whole minute 40 thing, but to try to go down, that's like a lot of like endurance to go down, and we can't do head first with Ellis training. So like it's not hard, but it's just like, with trying to go head first and then bring it back up, the chances of it being the first time, because I've tried it so many fucking times, I can't do it. But it's fine though. But like with the whole scheme of social media and everything, I kind of know, like, I'm not trying to find the algorithm itself, because that would be a headache for me, to try to chase the algorithm to make like views and subscribers and things, or beg for subscribers, or even buying subscribers isn't a good thing, because I made that mistake before, and why my other channels have failed. So I'm just really not focusing on that part of it, because like the main focus is like, I don't want to ever be out of touch with life. And so like, whenever I do have the benefits of this, I'm still going to continue to work my regular jobs that I have in life, because that is my identity. That keeps me of having a real schedule instead of myself maintaining my schedule. I know what time to go to work. I know when I take a break, blah, 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 things like that. I have a rotation, and it keeps me on my 10 toes, where like, I don't need to do it. And YouTube isn't a job, it's not like out here like a lifeguard where you have to do consecutive training in order to make sure a person isn't drowning. I feel like that is so disrespectful to compare lifeguarding and YouTube as a job. They're two different things. YouTube is just social media. It's not a job. It's not like you're in the hierarchy of the the platform itself. Like, you're not the CEO, you're not the marketing manager, you're not like the people that are the back end and the working of YouTube. You're just an influencer, and influencing is bullshit. Safe to say, right? Generally, I like the content that I do. I'm not going to change anything to get subscribers or get the views, like I said, because I'm just really doing this to document my journey into me in my life, and then into with my career, and then me getting my own place and things like that. And so, like, I just want to be with honesty as much as I can, but also, like I said at the beginning, privacy. I'm not going to share my children. I will share, like, if I do get pregnant, I will share that journey, but I'm not going to share my miscarriage, because that is just not, I hate when influencers do that already. But I feel like that's just a time for me and my husband to process that, and not like the whole internet to process my miscarriage. And I'm praying I don't get it, but it's just like the whole point of, like, it should be what, like, yes, other people in the world have gone like that, have gone through that. But it's really like, it's just the parasocial relationship that always scares me, especially when I do grow and get like 1K or 10K followers or whatever. I just want to keep that boundary crossed where, like, I know the repercussions of, I had the consent to share, like, my life and my journey and things like that, but there are some things, like, I'm not going to show you my house. I'm not going to show you, like, my neighborhood, right? So, like, it's just, like, I just don't think that just too much things are just sometimes not a lot. And you guys know where I stand on exploitation of children and things like that, and that's why I said that I won't ever share my family dynamic. That's why I don't even share my family dynamic, and plus I don't like them. On top of, with my dynamic, I don't want to feel like I'm putting on a show, because my family's problems are going to be my family's problems. It's not going to be blasted all over the world, because my family problems were blasted and lied about too through family members. And so, like, I feel like that is the same playing field, and I would never share my bad day with cousins, whatever, people. I don't even talk to them really anyways, because I really don't care. But for the whole purpose is privacy. What happens in a house stays in a house. And so, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to flick you off or anything. I'm just trying to hold my finger. But yeah, that is just the whole point of respect. And they are human, and they'll eventually be an adult in the world. And so, like, I'm not going to treat my child as a child like my parents did to me. I'm going to treat my child as a human, because they're going to be alone. Well, they're not going to be alone in this world, but they're going to have to learn to adapt what's in the world, right? And so, like, I don't want them to feel like they're not responsible enough, or they can't manage what they need to, right? And so, like, it all comes of the trust, and feel like, okay, if something is going wrong at school or whatever, then I need to go to my parent and be like, hey, I think the police needs to be involved because of this situation, right? And I want that relationship with my child with to be like, hey, mom, I don't think this is right, you know? So, like, it's all a form of, like, hey, don't post that, or hey, take that off. And eventually I will, but I'm not going to even, like, be like that or whatever. I'm going to have my child's face. Like, I'm not going to not film, because I'm still going to be a content creator or whatever. I don't even really like to be identified as that, because, like, I just want to, I rather prefer to be a business owner than an influencer or a content creator, because a business owner is, like, what I kind of want to be defined as. And so, like, YouTube generally is what I want to do as a business, not as, like, I don't know. I know what you're trying. I think I know what you're trying to. No, I think you know what I'm trying to say, right? So, like, I'm not gonna try to talk in circles so I could say it correctly, right? But I'm not gonna make motherhood my whole identity. My identity is gonna be career generally focused, you know, because eventually I still will be working on a cruise ship when I'm having my family. And so, like, it's gonna be like how I manage family, long distance, things like that. Of course, my relationship is gonna be long distance and stuff like that. So it's all of like that. And I would hate for the fact that I will be well, I don't want to say I would hate it, but I would be like, you know, if I started a relationship before I leave, and just be like, fuck. And I don't know. I don't know how would that work, right? Because I told myself I would never do a long distance relationship. I said the same thing about becoming a lifeguard, and here I am becoming a swim instructor. But I don't know if I would last. I don't know how long. I don't know how long I want to become a swim instructor. I would like to be like one of the lifeguard instructors where I teach the classes as well, but I don't know how much as like right now, because I think I'm just really kind of upset with the injury that I had. Is why like I want to like rage quit, but I don't want to rage quit because there's no point to. Because I'm not dealing with the kid, but I just have another kid that wants to grab me. And so like, I know I probably would have to be like, I can't teach that kid at all because of like the situation. Right. And so, yeah, that's where life is right now. School, however, is still doing okay. Defeat the purpose. Right. So like, that is fine. I just have to fix an assignment. I'll talk a little bit more about like my schooling and stuff like that on another video. But I think just, you know, schooling, working, lifestyle is what the direction that I want to continue on. And because it took me a long time to get to where I am with my career, and people aren't happy and want me to change it, and I'm not going to change it because it doesn't define their success. Because my whole goal also is like people have different goals of what defined success is, but success is what makes you happy, and you can be successful and to be happy. You don't have to choose. Just because a job pays well doesn't mean you don't have to suffer because it pays your bills. You know, you can have a job that pays well and be in a healthy environment as well too. And so that's what I want to, I want to create that environment as well, the best way that I can. So other than that, yeah, I don't want to put myself on a schedule as well, because I feel like if I don't generally the posting schedule would be like Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday type thing, but it's not going to be like consistent of like those days. With vlogs, if I do vlogs, I'll post either Saturday or Sunday. And then other videos I'll try to do is either Wednesday, but I want to have the schedule open every day for me, where like I don't have to like schedule it and upload it, but yeah, you know. So other than that, I'm gonna just have my schedule every day open, and then we can go from there. But yeah, other than that, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.